location. That's what S meant.
Yep.
But it had a 64 gig SSD. So it could have done like 2 Windows updates and then would have been
Space.
dead.
Kind of like Apple.
Really?
Oh,
I didn't know that.
yeah. Apple's iPhones, the earlier models, and by the time they got the iOS 6 or something like that, they take the whole drive. On
Yeah,
your phone. Those where they added all those apps that you can't remove, like the health and the foot tracking and pedal step thing and
Marla's got an I. In 12,
yeah.
I think, maybe a 13.
This laptop is every bit as old as the old i5 that the club had. Only it's an i7 with 8 cores.
Wait,
And it's
eight
flipping amazing.
8 cores or 4 cores and 8
Four,
threads?
4 cores and threads.
Yeah.
But it's amazing.
What I was telling them at Micro Center a little bit ago, is like you take an original i7 and it still runs circles around some of the new stuff. It doesn't make any sense to me. It's like they're building the crap to be crap on purpose. There's been no innovations from Intel for 20 years.
This thing could replace one of my desktop machines and I would be perfectly happy. And it's got a beautiful screen. When I watched Blu-rays on it, the screen blew away my TV set.
Yeah.
Blew it away. Just insanely good screen.
I could give you a 20-year-old Sony. You know, the screen probably blow your TV away too, but and Dolby sound. But
Oh, one of the bios?
yeah.
Oh, this thing's got a subwoofer in
Yeah.
it. And it is incredibly loud if you turn all that stuff on.
Well, I sat there, I bitched about having to maintain that stupid computer for years, but I tell you what, if you watched a movie on it, it blew every laptop I ever touched to pieces. But I couldn't, I mean, it was such a piece of shit.
Vios were good multimedia machines, but they were not
Oh
great
my
for
God.
other things. But this
How
thing,
many apples I spent trying to get. Oh,
the only weird thing about this one is it doesn't redirect the audio out to the, and I haven't figured out how to do it.
What?
It doesn't redirect the audio from the speakers to the TV. And I haven't figured out how to do it. I've tried it at the house, I've tried it here.
Okay.
HDMI cable out now, but
Go to more. Or, no, the up arrow on the microphone.
so evidently with Windows 8 deprecated
Speaker.
popping iMac.
Can you hear us, Art?
I can hear you fine. You have a new camera or something?
Do what?
You have a new camera?
No, for some reason, OBS Studio decided to make the main camera really small and my head really big. So I gotta figure that out too, because it won't let me change it.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
if I erase it, it'll let me start all over.
You can swap them. Swap the 2 cameras.
I tried that. It didn't want me to do it.
Technical problems.
This is Leroy's eye.
Yeah,
Whoops.
now it just disappeared. I mean, it's gone.
So
Now it's back.
now it's back, yeah.
And
Weird.
it won't let me select to expand it. So I'm gonna have to.
Maybe right click and.
Maybe the other window. I really don't know. I don't know why, I fought for. Well, okay, I was trying to get the actual audio to go out to the thing, I didn't even think about trying Zoom to do it, so. That was probably my fault.
Hopefully running them.
Oh!
Behind too.
Oh, what?
Turned myself into a huge eyeball.
Well, the large picture of your head says meeting presenter. So somehow or another, the meeting presenter has been toggled over.
Somewhere in Windows 8,
Well,
Windows 8?
Microsoft deprecated the mail app built into Windows 8 in 1
he's talking about
8.1.
something else.
So the mail app didn't have any way to communicate to the outside world on SMTP or POP. So until you upgraded to 8.2, the built-in mail app did not work in on the Sony Vive.
It's not giving me any.
Wouldn't have dawned on me to use any Outlook derivative.
It's not giving me any way to.
Well, I never understood why you would have an app on your built into your operating system that doesn't work out of the box.
Are we talking about Microsoft?
Yeah.
Well, I just discovered today that PowerShell doesn't just have all the modules in it. And it also doesn't have anything like, oh, that isn't in this one, but we can download it. Would you like to? And you got to go to their website and find it, and then try what they say, which doesn't work because your machine is on 10, not 11. And then you get halfway through the article and it says, oh, this doesn't work for 10. Go here and download it instead. Like,
Oh, I made it worse.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at two screens. One is me, and the other one is a blue line across and a couple of arms.
That's my
that's fingers.
fingers.
Oh, fingers.
I made it worse. I broke it. I
You
made it
zoomed it
worse.
in 5,000%. The blue lines are reflecting off the picture behind you.
That's exactly what that is. Oh, that's not a blue line, it's a black line, but it's the picture. Holy cow.
So I take it you're not using Linux today?
Oh no, I'm using Linux.
But he's using a Windows app.
No, I'm. Stop it. That would never happen.
Hopefully not.
Yeah, but I have built me a new work machine out of Linux Mint, and I built another
So
Linux Mint box for
now my canvas went to 640 by 480.
fishing mail stuff for work.
I'm going
I figure out how to harden it, I guess.
I'm going to
Figure out
stop.
how to read off of it.
I'm just going to stop this.
I can help you.
I'm going to turn that
Postfix is
off.
pretty
Select a
straightforward.
different thing.
and it's designed to be installed by a script.
There we go.
Oh, wow.
Everything was used to send mail.
Looks like you got the lights turned off.
And then we said everybody else was.
Yeah,
Post-
I don't get that
Yeah.
either.
Postfix
It's
is,
nice and bright in here, so.
Oh, it's nice and not bright here.
Well, it's
Gamma gamma.
that's better. At least you can see at least part of what's going on.
Hey there.
We miss you, Art. When we going to dinner?
We're short time if people show up. Today.
You
Yeah.
have to cut off at 6:30?
at 6:30. So. The
Somebody
only,
stealing my room or something?
yeah, it's been happening more and more,
I don't think they like us anymore.
yeah. Which is,
If you're interested, I have a script for doing a local Zoom repo on your laptop.
yeah,
So when you do a Yum update, it goes to check if there's a new version of Zoom. If there is, puts it in your local repo, and then it installs it from there.
yes. That would be so much better than having to check every single.
Yeah. And
When was the last time you did an update there, Leroy?
Late last night,
Okay, so you got the latest and greatest.
in theory,
No, it's Linux. There's probably 4 apps out of date already.
in theory, I have the latest and greatest Zoom. But yeah, I updated everything last night and there's updates for the desktop.
See, there's a little orange dot.
Yeah,
up there.
that
Big
means there's
deal.
updates. It's getting as bad as Windows.
It's
Update every time you turn the damn thing on.
no, Linux is always updated really frequently. But
Now we
you
know,
know exactly what it's updated.
Yeah.
Not, oh, this is KB 74181112.
whatever that is.
Formats your drive because it didn't like PCI bus.
It couldn't figure out the encryption, so it just nuked everything.
Yeah.
So,
And it is definitely easier to undo things in Linux, especially if you do a couple of things early on.
Well, there's, the Microsoft updates don't even keep your settings anymore.
yeah, that camera does look really dark on the screen. It's not dark in here though, so.
I wonder if
Well,
it's seeing
Picking
that
up too
light
much light.
and getting an internal reflection. Yeah, it doesn't seem.
It looks really dark from here. I mean, the only bright spot in the room is the corner of the light, the ceiling light.
I just thought Sandy was nearby.
Doesn't matter. I can see you guys.
Well, we need to, we got 2 virtual meetings this month. And I have not scheduled any more meetings because I guess we kind of need to figure out what it is we're going to do.
Okay.
Want to have 1 meeting a month, 2 meetings like we've been doing. As more and more people seem to be scheduling us on Thursday.
Problem I have with 1 meeting a month is I invariably miss that particular meeting. Once a week.
I actually meant one live meeting
Oh, okay.
and then 3 virtuals or 4 virtuals or whatever.
Okay.
But I'm open to whatever. It just seems like here, well, pretty much since the beginning of this year, more and more people are trying to get this room. And when I looked at the schedule, it looked like this room had been booked up for a while.
Can we get into one of the smaller rooms, or is it too small?
The little study rooms they're available on demand. So if nobody's using them, you can use them. There's no TV or anything in there, which probably wouldn't be a big deal with this big, huge laptop.
Then there's like a little room over here that's a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know what that room is.
I think there's like a table in that and it's all zoned out. That's just like an open study area or something.
But anybody can go in there and study.
Yeah.
But I mean, that'd be worth asking. I mean, cause it'll seat about 8 or so people without any trouble.
Yeah,
And we don't usually have more than 5. or 6.
I mean, we could use one of the smaller rooms, assuming that only 3 or 4 people show up.
Hmm.
This is a nice room because it's got the TV and it's got plenty of room, so if more people show
Yeah.
up, it's not a big deal.
Well, I didn't say I didn't like this room, I'm just saying if, push came to shove, if we,
I mean, we know that last week, when Steve, everybody just kind of sat in front of Steve's laptop, so that worked.
Yeah, but that was ugly.
Yeah.
We were lucky that it was only 2 people.
It worked. It did what it was supposed to do.
who was here last week? With something,
I was sick.
yeah, I knew you were sick, that's why I was, and I know it was Steve.
Oh, you didn't read the email then, because it said Steve was going to be here.
I knew Steve was gonna be here.
Oh.
I wasn't here, it was my mom's birthday, so.
Oh, well.
That's why I was asking who else was here besides
just-
Steve.
Oh, never mind. I know in my head. It was Mike.
Mike,
Mike.
did you bring anything cool?
No,
Well,
not
I
even a
think,
cupcake.
I think Ray eventually showed up, didn't he? Last week?
No, wait,
Virtually, maybe.
yeah, he wasn't here.
No, okay. You're talking about people who were here.
And Vicente was virtual.
Yep.
See, that's where we're sitting at right now. We get more virtual people, but here comes Vicente. Speaking of Vicente.
No. Speak of him, and he arrives,
Yeah,
we'll talk about him more, and maybe he'll show up more.
Oh,
see, that's why I'm kind of thinking maybe once. Cause we could do like one live thing and do demos and whatever, and then have virtual. That's just me thinking though. What do you guys think?
I like the excuse to get out of the
Get out.
house.
Okay.
Okay. I'll
We
try
hit
to.
the Grand Shamboa Veteran Library.
I don't have
Start
I really don't have a problem
Throwing
doing
them
what we're
raised
doing,
up.
if that's what we wanna do.
in the meeting.
I think at one point we explored other libraries, right?
We did explore other libraries, but the 3 people that are sitting here besides me are closer to this library,
Yeah.
so.
No, I think there's like
Um,
200 libraries closer to us.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Okay, this library is close to me and you guys.
Hmm,
Okay, this library is semi-convenient. No.
Yes.
That doesn't work. Barry's looking at me like I'm nuts.
One of these days, you're gonna have to come out to the backwoods. When you take some of those roads, you'd be like, where's the banjo players?
Oh, that far out. He's almost in a whole nother state. So how to ride?
Yeah, a little SSD, it's an NVMe 22 millimeter long thing in there. I'll open it up. It's all metal screwed together. For safety.
What's the volume? What's,
fire or something.
Oh, well, it ain't gonna survive a fire. Hold on a second.
Well, this monitor doesn't have the RCA connector, the video connector.
Oh. Okay.
I thought it did. They changed it. They changed the monitor because the other one used to have an RCA connector in this wall. You know,
Mhm.
you used to connect something. Yeah. I win my project with the cable for the RCA video, but maybe this monitor has the connector, but it's really hiding. It's hard to find.
Should you look on both sides?
Yeah, but the connectors are in the left, but I see the HDMI and some Ethernet pin, but no the coax. This thing can be I think this is flexible. No.
No, it's not. Now it's darker. Maybe look back up. Need a flashlight?
Probably on a rig. And it's locked in place. But what uses RCA anymore?
Video game systems. Old video game systems.
Or fancy analog computers?
Connectors are here, but I can see them.
Listen, they find in the
Picture.
flea markets.
They are flapping. See, touch close to the,
Yeah. You see, they got the,
touch here.
they got the red and white.
Connectors, the RCA connector here.
That's just.
You got the audios. RCA kind of the other side. On the box window or something.
I'm trying to,
I love this shitty little flashlight.
I'm trying to book rooms.
$5. It's,
Keep trying to give it to me, I think, all right, thank you.
it does everything that I want a cheap flashlight to do. And it always seems to turn on. If you hold it, it comes on bright. If you tap it twice, it comes on dim.
Blind in my right eye. Thanks for the warning.
Yes, it's a little quicker than that. Comes on dim.
Yes, there they are. I thought there was some
And then-
back there.
You just gotta figure out how to get plugged in.
Yeah, they didn't make it easy to plug stuff in. I'm trying to book a room.
Next week I have meetings with my boss.
Is it good or bad?
No, it's, no one-to-one meetings are every other Thursday now. It sucks actually.
It was what if I knew how to spell.
It's kind of hard to fake that on the road.
You got anything new going on? Art?
No, not right now. Still scheduled for mid-April to head back, but I'm not sure we're gonna make that. Still got a lot of medical stuff going on for my wife.
So I gave Patty my no, my cold or whatever, my bronchitis. That was nice of.
She probably loves it.
I'm sure she appreciated that.
Yeah, she says of all the things that I could give her, that was the one thing she didn't want. Oh,
How's your granddaughter doing?
pretty good. Really looking forward to her going, back home.
Well, did she catch the
I
whatever?
think she's the one that gave it to us. So,
Oh, so she's already immune and okay.
yeah, I think she's the one that gave it to us. And we've kind of been passing it back and forth. She gave it to her other grandmother, who had it for a while.
They found it.
Okay. I apparently. Apparently. Booked another room.
This is the board that was designed 2 weeks ago. Do you remember this?
Oh, yeah. I want to buy one of those.
But it can turn on here or off. Like the HP calculator. So you stay on after 15 minutes, 50 seconds, it turn off. But you can change the time and change this value to 20, for example. You stay 18 seconds without touching, turns off.
Very cool.
I put all the programs of the book of this board, famous book. I put the programs in the flash, but you can copy them to run and run them. They are games. So the other board I was working was this one. It's 1802 microprocessor from, I don't remember which computer used those. Acer, or I don't remember.
I like the new 6502 inside.
This is a modern microcontroller. It's 5 volts tolerant because this all thing works on 5 volts. So it is fast enough to check all the lines and understand when the processor is asking for an address, memory or ROM or whatever, and it put in the bus the data corresponding to this address. So I am emulating here RAM and ROM for this microcontroller, microprocessor. Also, I am generating the clock, the execution speed. I can change everything. And
so you can make your games run at the appropriate speed.
Well, the maximum speed is 3.6 megahertz.
Okay.
It's enough for those years, but
yeah.
And you have all the pins of the microprocessor here, so you can span all kind of hardware. Also, I can generate video simultaneously without using the CPU. I'm using the DMA controllers
Mhm.
to move data from the memory to a serial pin that is generating the video signal. Okay? So I can emulate a graphic board for him, for the.
Yeah,
Hmm. Oh, this is the new one.
emulating
new
the serial port and spitting it out as a video image, right?
Yeah,
That's what.
I can use any program of this old program and intercept the output of the serial, for example,
Mhm.
and convert it in a terminal presentation in the screen, like a BT100 terminal or whatever. My plan is to do this with different microprocessors, the 6502, the CDA80, and just you can create the system just in software. On the
All the extra stuff. That's cool.
I'm working in assembler well, it's in C, but I am inserting instructions in assembler
Mhm.
to be fast enough to check on the line.
So if it's going, you said 3.6 megahertz,
Mhm.
your bus speed is 1.8. And this is a 18 or like.
No, this is 84 mega. Is the clock of this
Okay,
microcontroller. I am reading the ports and the signals because when it asks for an address, it moves pins to
yeah, it's two
to
routes.
ask this. For example, the address bus is separated into axes, the
Mhm.
lower and the upper
Mhm.
direction. So I need to check lines, the control lines that is
got all
telling
these
me
programs on it.
when the bus has the lower
So-
part or the upper part.
Kim one emulator. Kim one, like, one of the
This,
first computers.
This microprocessor is using bit
Programmed
banking
it
to
with,
generate serial
Hex.
communications. So I connected this
Something like
serial
that.
adapter to the pins
Not a whole lot of
that
memory.
are generating the serial
Double the
communication.
speed of that one you can do in Amiga.
I tested several programs already in the system. Basic for this microprocessor.
Is that the one that you were doing for the Apple one?
Well, the Apple one used the 6502,
Uh-huh.
this one, but the real one, I need to do another board, but the 6005 has a 16 bits address. I have not enough pins to simulate the memory in this range. So maybe I need to simulate also the micro processor, like in this ruler. I can simulate the microprocessor and the memory and the video controller just in the single board.
I like it. I wanna-
2 weeks ago, I showed sharing the screen. I showed those boards in my CAD design. So I ordered them on Saturday night. And they arrived in my home in Thursday morning, exactly 4 days and 12 hours after I ordered. Really fast.
It's really fast.
Really fast.
You paid for the extra, for the fast stuff.
Well, the minimum cost, the shipping cost, the minimum is $10. And the minimum cost of the board is $2 for 5.
Okay.
Okay, so that you can have this for $14 in a week and a half, 2 weeks, because they use USPS
Right.
for this price. I am using DHL, and they deliver in 4 days.
Yeah.
Because they manufacture the board in 2 days, day and a half. So you have a way to change the input of the TV? You have you need the remote? I don't know if, let me connect to the meeting with my phone to move the camera.
Okay.
Mm,
We're gonna try to see if we could see what this does.
what is the meeting? Okay.
I played around with one of the big robots, the
Mhm.
wheel robots. And every piece of my code, all of it, all of the old code refused to compile. Absolutely
When
refused.
they changed the libraries and everything, the
Yes.
ecstasy,
Yes,
yes, I had a lot of hard.
yeah,
Right.
I'm sitting there, I'm struggling trying to figure out, trying to remember what it was I was doing to make it work in the first place.
Give me access if you have,
Yep. I can do that.
because we will change this, about the camera.
Do we know what video input we're actually on? This is the composite.
Yeah, okay.
Video 1, video 2,
Okay, I will put the.
I guess we'll try video 1.
Just a second.
We're working on it. Art's nervously anticipating something.
sorry?
happening.
I didn't catch that, Leroy.
I can't hear you, Art. What happened?
You can't hear
I
me?
switched hang on. Go back to the, okay, try again. I switched the,
1, 2, 3, 4.
yeah, I switched the input, so now we can't hear you. So
Okay. So are we back on?
I'm back on the computer. We're back on the computer speaker.
Okay.
I will try to put the screen in my phone. You have it?
Somebody might just need to hold the phone.
Well, that's pretty good.
That's not bad.
Hmm?
We'll see how it actually works. That's not bad. Oh. It wasn't bad until it fell over. That's not bad.
Pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
And I am ready to change the input if it's not video 1.
You know, it's gonna be further down the road from that, I think.
There's only video 1 and video 2. Oh, it's video 1.
Look at that.
This is the upper one screen.
Working. Oh, yeah. Oh, you can really see it from,
When you squint.
oh, look, you can really see it on the screen.
See what?
Yep,
The picture, the WAS. You can,
Okay, then we press reset to see it again.
that is wild. There he is.
So this functionality is not using code at all. Is the I2S peripheral using the DMA moving memory to a couple of pins,
Okay,
generating the video syncs and video image synchronized. So you can make any program and do whatever you want. You can change this is in a memory area. You can change
It's me.
everything.
that's great.
I can do this double resolution. This is 40 characters. I also have the 80 characters working. But the upper one just
Yeah.
40.
That's wild.
This is the standard, American standard of TV. The European is different frequency.
That. I'm so glad that I got to see that on the computer screen though, because that looked good on the computer screen.
Yeah. I need to bring a tripod, something, to do different demos using,
Yeah,
if we want to use the video.
I like it. That's really cool. Oh, okay. We need that.
That'll be there forever.
Great, so we have the connector for further experiments.
So while we were talking and all that, I set up 2 new in-person meetings, April 4th and April 11th. They have not been approved yet, but they will. They'll approve those.
Great.
They won't have a problem approving those. So I guess we'll just keep doing what we're doing and
Look at that refresh rate.
Now I'm trying to make a board with the ESP32
mhm.
with this software. It's very easy to use, especially as the parts. So you put in your schematic, and they appear in 3D in your PCB. You can connect everything. Really.
There was that yeah, what that one was called. Lily Go made one that had VGA out that
Yeah,
that was kind of like that. Maybe it was TP Go. Yeah,
That
Fab.
was 3 years ago or something. We made a lot of work with the ESP32.
Fab GL, something like that. I've got one of those boards. I've never really messed with it.
I have to VGA out. VGA on 3 bits each color. I don't remember. It's a VGA.
Yeah, it's like old school. Like old school retro game, not even like 8-bit. It's like weird.
Okay,
It's like
technically,
CGA level.
VGA is 640 by 480.
Yeah.
It's pretty darn low.
No, it's the color palette that they chose was like 4 different colors or something, like CGA.
Oh, really?
Yeah. All they're doing is bit banging the VGA to work. That's what they're doing.
You have the battery voltage you need. 3 volts.
That's cool.
Also, you
Here comes Ray.
you have this LED tells you if the battery is low and you need to change the battery. It blinks every 10 seconds. Blinks twice if it's okay, and will blink once if you the battery.
Okay, so it just blinked twice,
Yeah,
meaning it's okay.
1 second apart. You can power the with the power.
And how long will it run on that thing?
Forever. You have months, using this regularly, you may have a couple of months. If you don't use it, you will have a couple of years keeping the time. It has a real time function, time.
So where's the clock at?
The clock is the microcontroller
That's in there? Okay.
using an oscillator, a crystal, for the real-time clock, and use an internal 8 megahertz for the rest of the operation. So this is
My internet connection is unstable.
a very high, stable and precise crystal. The common is plus minus 20 pulses per million. This is plus minus 5, is 4 times more precise, not than the regular clocks. And 20 seconds without touching anything, it will off. Well, but not now. The power is, when the power is external, it will run forever.
Oh, this is not what I thought.
If I remove, I have expansion board for here. Wow.
It's just a fancy chip.
Yes.
I had expected it was an NVMe in there. I'm kind of bummed. Terabyte.
Terabyte. Wow.
Hey, Leroy, you got some background video voice there.
It's Ray, I think.
Ray?
Yeah, it's right.
It's Ray. I think it's Ray. We can't see him, but he's there.
We believe him. We can see him.
Somebody's talking in his office.
That's
Yes,
You got like
yes,
an office manager.
switches. I made custom.
Sorry, guys. I'm trying to figure out my audio here.
buttons. I ordered them with
That's all good. Ray.
are you in town again this week, Ray, or are you out somewhere?
I'm at the airport trying to get out of here.
Oh, okay.
Pressure.
That-
Press harder.
Not flying Alaskan Air, are you?
No,
Or on a 747?
Anything Boeing?
Yeah, Boeing's having problems right now.
No kidding, no kidding.
Friend was back to Seattle in a couple minutes, and I'm like,
Level converter here.
I looked at
So you
Boeing.
can use
Well,
Yeah,
I
you
looked at
have
Alaskan Air, and it's like, oh, that's
three
cool,
goals,
$200
expansion.
round trip,
without
that's
problem.
nothing, and I was like,
This
plane
level converter
crash,
take care
plane
of
crash,
No.
door,
Mhm.
wheel,
I do
like,
see.
wait a second.
And you can
I'll
power
pay
anything.
extra
So
for
use
better
the-
maintenance.
I'm thinking,
It's a dial.
all right, $300 on Delta, that's not too bad.
That's not too bad.
I don't know if we're gonna do it or not, I really don't. I want to and I don't want to.
You want to
I
buy
don't
one?
mix coin.
Give me one of those.
I hate
I
flying.
can just.
I-
Then may have more.
I sit there and
You-
wonder
you use the-
what.
The book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It can't just be.
Okay.
It's not the plane, they've been around for
It's
40
in the.
Oh, I know.
There are like
Those planes
four
are-
books.
companies aren't
The same
taking care of them.
The planes were rock solid. It's gotta be.
That's why they don't have any records on them.
The same. It's not that use.
Oh, I don't.
Apple one.
think that-
It's-
crap.
it's
Well,
for-
you can't touch a plane, especially if you've got passengers, without logging it. And they don't have logbooks for the last 3 incidences. It's like, wait a second. And the guy that blew the whistle, the maintenance and quality
Yeah, I-
control is not up to snuff and died this week.
Yeah,
Mysteriously committed suicide.
a little scary. You missed Vicente's demo, Ray. It was pretty good.
Sorry.
He had a really nice picture of Steve Wozniak on the big screen.
That's
Mr. Wozniak.
All in ASCII, yeah.
the original Apple boot screen.
The Apple II GS, the Wozniak. I used to have an Apple II GS.
I still have one.
I never should have got rid of that.
All travelers, if any unknown person attempts to give you any nuts, including luggage to transport.
Didn't one of those sell at an auction the other day for like $500,000 or better?
I think two. Yeah.
Oh, that was pretty high.
Yeah. I never got, I didn't get what I should have got out of mine when
Number 8 or something.
I had bought it at a school auction. Believe it or not, it was actually at a school auction, and they were worth $600-700. I think I only got about $350 out of mine. It was
For one that was signed. Oh,
one
I
of
think you
the,
wish you still had that.
yeah, I did.
That would be your IRA.
I never should have gotten rid of that was. That was. I should have sat on that for a while.
But in all realism, the TGS was an absolutely horrible computer.
I played around with it a little bit. I like the 2C.
Yeah.
The 2E. The GS was okay-ish. It was kind of one of those weird machines that was almost a Mac, but not quite, and almost an Apple IIe, but not quite. It was that weird transition period between the 2E and the Mac.
Yeah.
And they had that graphical interface that you could load, or you could just boot it up to like a regular prompt one.
Yeah.
But it had to boot. You had to have something in the drive to boot it every time, I think. I don't think it would just boot.
The GS?
Yeah.
When I had, certainly did.
Yeah, my wife had one that had a 30 meg SCSI drive, if I remember right.
The one I had an Apple IIe card in it. I think.
Yeah.
Commodore, you get to flip the switch, and boom, let's go.
Boom,
I know.
the 128. Boom. And if you really, really wanted to dig deep, go 64. Are you sure? Yes. Are you really sure? I said yes. The Commodore 128 really wanted to make sure you wanted to use an older machine.
Well, I was funny, like, the video was out on mine, so you had to hit the button. Hold it when you turned it on to bring it up in 64 mode, otherwise you couldn't see.
I have a Commodore 64 in the box. And ID. Without,
Right now?
I didn't open it. Yeah. The new version, you know.
Oh, yeah.
You
know, I played with, I've got one
Mhm.
of the Maxis, one of the C64 Maxi. I played with it twice, I think, and it put it back in the box and set it up on the shelf.
I never opened the box.
I played with the Mini more than I played with the Maxi.
I'd love to have a 4000.
I have also the mini, the tiny thing without the keyboard. But this is the big one.
Yeah. Hey, you got that from Spain, didn't you? Yeah. You got that-
I picked it up in Spain.
You got that.
A year or two after I bought it.
You got that before they were available in the States.
There he is in the airport.
Right. People using iPhones, they must have the one eye above and one the bottom to use this screen. You know?
Every person here has their iPhone in their hand. It's funny.
So are you in CVG or someplace else?
I'm at Dayton.
CVG Lite.
Are you in the gym?
Bando.
In the gym or in the airport?
Where are you headed?
Going to Tulsa, Oklahoma.
It's like a weightlifting.
He looks like
I'm going to Tulsa.
he looks like he's got like pilot headphones on. Yes, today I'm flying your plane.
Yeah, do better than the other guys did.
I'm Captain Ray and we're heading out.
Hold your position. Again, this is not a helicopter.
Also,
We're not in Kansas anymore. Indian fighter, whatever. Country.
Since they are nuclear capabilities.
okay. Nuclear capability. Conversation you're hearing in the background.
I think people are looking at me weird if I just start talking to the phone.
Did anybody see SpaceX third launch?
I saw it.
one?
I saw it.
Very good. Did really well.
They actually did better than
Yeah.
I thought they were going to
Did they
do.
find it yet?
A lot of
I don't know.
a lot of detail, but they did a lot of stuff as well.
A lot better than I thought they were going to.
I was really shocked they lost it.
Wait, they send this thing to the other side of the planet, you know? It's
Yeah.
huge.
Oh, it didn't make a lot.
Well, it didn't blow up until probably re-enter.
in the
So,
rental. You can see the ceramic tiles jumping out of the body before they try to re-enter. Maybe
You
it just explodes.
it was venting something too.
Yeah.
It lost one of its.
Because they was trying to move fuel in the space from one tank to another to demonstrate how to fly to the moon using refueling in the orbit. So they make the experiment inside
The fuel from one side.
inside the ship, trying to move from one tank to another. And they have valves to release, so you can see in the camera, the gas moving around inside
Yeah,
Hmm,
right.
Didn't work.
All the footage was deleted by the time I went to watch it.
They also try to move the door. They design a door to open and close to release satellites, the new big satellites from space league.
We got it. Yeah, they're here already. We got
Get out
time.
there for since six.
Something will go wrong with this door, see.
Ah,
It looked like a pretty craft.
compared
I was
to,
looking at.
But
Yeah.
the launch was really clean, smooth, perfect. Wow,
the launch looked really good. It was,
all the motors were perfect.
was kind of,
Clean separation.
yeah, it
Went
was,
into orbit, leveled
but
out.
the,
And then
uh,
that's all I ever got to see.
it looked like the booster had started to lose something too. That's why it couldn't come back and
It's
land.
like they have problems with the starting the motors
Mhm.
again. So I think they destroyed it. But
Yeah, the launch and the orbit actually looked really good. It was kind of mid sideways afterwards.
I was saying, it looked like it was on its side while it was flying around, but I was like, oh, they're not coming back for reentry yet, what to do?
Well,
But the way the tile
When-
lay
when
on
it-
the ship versus where the planet was, I was like, that looks a little weird.
when it started venting, it looked like it was venting oxygen for a while. And then it started to rotate as it was venting, so
It would spiral.
it would spiral.
Well,
And-
I only saw like a 10-minute thing of it, it looked like it was. Here's Earth, here's it, and here's the.
And the
ship with all
tile,
the tiles, and I'm like, isn't that kind of on its side?
the tile should have been
But
facing the
I
other
saw the
direction.
images, they were in the right position when they go in the reentry.
Yeah,
Because you see all the heat in the bottom of the
they,
wings. and
Well,
the-
like I said,
the belly, the
what I
belly.
was watching cut off before they started doing anything.
they,
It lost a lot of tiles, I think.
it looked from the video that I saw, it looked like they were able to finally get it to correct and come into the right orientation to actually re-enter. But things just started
Yeah.
falling off of it, and
They need to
Better glue.
they need something.
do something about the tile because
So-
I didn't realize the problem. You see a lot of them.
I don't understand why NASA doesn't share what they do with them. Anyway.
Their tile tech is kind of old and NASA lost a lot of tiles too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, NASA lost a lot of tiles, but most of them stayed on usually. They didn't usually lose very many till they were 5 or 6 shots in.
Well, there's a certain percentage that you can lose as long as they're not on the wingtip.
Yeah,
The one the big one that blew up over Texas,
well, yeah.
that was on the wingtip, and that was.
No, it was in the back by the fuel pump,
That's close to a
by
tank or
the,
something.
by one of the wheel struts, yeah.
Yeah,
But
but
it superheated the fuel, or the,
they said that the hot air got in through the wingtip and superheated the back, which is what caused the problem.
I said, the stuff I saw, they'd taken a hit during launch,
Maybe they need to.
and they had a
design-
big gash across the bottom of the
design big,
fuselage
Yeah.
tiles, you know.
where the
So
canopy was for the wheel assembly.
Well, then the tiles have to be.
these
shaped
tiles-
more-
What I didn't understand is why
And how
they
they're all
didn't patch
flat.
in space.
They use
Most
some
of
kind of.
Nobody told them,
They-
yeah, that's
experimentally
exactly,
have-
nobody told them that they were
the
missing
fact that they-
14 tiles off their
they-
canopy.
They own the factory in Florida.
the tiles that SpaceX is using look
Different.
entirely
Yeah,
different.
I saw those things, they're octagonal or whatever, but I would not,
They-
say I didn't see them fly off, but I would be, surprised they'd lose that many, if they'd flying off like that. That seems weird.
They really didn't start losing them until re-entry phase.
Yeah.
They might have lost one or two on takeoff, but they really didn't start.
They got
losing.
heat related to the strength, but no mechanical.
I'm surprised that they don't have them slotted to where they fit together. So I can take them off.
It makes repair a lot harder.
Yeah, but you just drop the whole assembly and put it.
Replace them. Harder.
Well, it's like replacing the middle board in a floor.
Yeah, well,
If it's all tongue and groove, you gotta start at one side or cut. But then when you put a board back in, you have to cut off the tongue also. It doesn't work.
well, I'm just saying.
You see what Ray wrote?
Yep.
It's not a submarine, Ray. It's a spaceship. Okay.
Smart ass. Which screen would you rather look at though, the old space shuttle or his GUI?
I like the look of, whatever that BFE is. But I wouldn't want to write on it right now. It's still very unpredictable about what it's doing.
It looks.
I would much rather be on the space shuttle. At least it only had a couple of major problems.
Well, one.
Well, one preventable because they didn't have to launch,
Oh, they could have all been preventable.
and one that was marginally preventable. If somebody would have said, go out there and check the dial.
Press also by the launch pad. The structure almost was intact after the launch, you see the shape and everything is perfect. So they
learned
that,
They learned stuff.
and they already have 4 more spaceships almost ready to launch.
Ready to go.
I was kind of doubting them for a while. I don't know if I'm doubting it so much now.
I think it's interesting that they're design everything from scratch. And
I think Elon must have all the money he wants to run this project.
He's getting a lot of it from
The army loves the possibility of moving stuff.
Yeah.
Whatever,
one bad O-ring and
in minutes. When you place it.
there's some self-tapping screws into the hull of a submarine. Yeah, that might do it too.
there wasn't anything wrong with the O-ring either. They didn't, some idiot overcalled the de-icing program and forced launch 2 hours too soon. So they could launch for President Reagan's school.
That one could have been 100% preventable.
Bullshit. And why they shut the program down never made sense.
That one was 100% preventable. Maybe, probably preventable. So.
But yeah, they didn't finish de-icing the rocket from the fueling. Those some stupid exec said fire.
Yep. We're on schedule, let's go.
The engineer said no, and they got fired.
Yep. The track record of the shuttle is really, really good up until, I mean, there were two big instances.
Well, that's what I don't understand either is. So we got a lot of briefings on that, but I also saw what replaced the space shuttle. And they had already had two of them in '96, and it's like. Where are those? They were already
So
using them in
the
'96,
image
and it's
was
like they've never come out.
to the left, the image was too close to one of the edges. Okay, because I will use the buttons to move the image.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
So,
Yeah, I have the 1 pixel resolution to move everything. So
yep, here they come. We,
Or about to get the boots,
yeah, I think I'm going to,
cut out a few minutes early.
I'm gonna shut down. We are virtual next week. And, I will see everybody next week.
Hey, why are you shutting down?
We only had the room until 6:30 and
No.
it's 6:18 and I got a lot, this big new laptop that I got, is a lot of stuff.
They're also predicting tornadoes in that area right now.
Oh, we had a major storm, thunderstorm, lightning. It was crazy.
This morning.
Right around 3:00, 3:30.
Yep. So,
All right. Well, it's nice seeing you guys.
Good seeing you too.
Yeah,
Ray.
we will.
take
we
care,
will-
have a safe flight.
Hopefully everything goes well in your flight and it's not a Boeing.
As long as it's not a Pratt & Whitney engine, you should be fine.
We'll see you guys next week.
I think it's an A300.
It's an A300.
Well, an A300, you should be fine.
All right. I'll see you guys next week.
One is the American Eagle by Imperial from Gate Valley.